All right, today we're putting on our detective hats and grabbing our magnifying glasses. But we're not hunting for criminals. Nope. We're on the hunt for stories. You know, the ones that are hidden deep inside the data that's all around us.
So let's just jump right in with a big question. We're always taught to trust the numbers, right? That data is this cold, hard, objective fact. But what happens when the facts seem to contradict each other? What happens when the numbers don't just tell an incomplete story, but actually feel like they're, well, lying to you?
Okay, picture this. You've just launched a killer new app. You check the App Store and the ratings are amazing. 5 stars all the way. You're thinking, success, right? But then you look at another piece of data. 90% of the people who download your app get rid of it within a week. Whoa, one number screams fit, the other screams total disaster. And this, right here, is where our investigation really begins.
So yeah, this is way more than just a couple of confusing stats. It's a real mystery. The numbers are giving us totally conflicting signals. And to solve this case, we have to go beyond the numbers themselves. We need to start thinking like a very special kind of detective.
You know, every good detective will tell you that you need more than just one kind of evidence to solve a crime. And believe it or not, in the world of data, it is exactly the same. We have to understand the 2 basic kinds of clues that we have at our disposal.
Our evidence really comes in 2 main flavors. So on one side, we've got quantitative data. This is the what. It's the numbers, the stats. It tells us what happened. 90% of users uninstalled. That's a critical fact, no doubt. But it doesn't give us the motive. For that, we need our second type of clue, qualitative data. And that's the why.
And this brings us to our most important investigative tool, qualitative analysis. It's really just the official name for digging into that why. It means systematically looking at things that aren't numbers. You know, like interview notes, user feedback, maybe even videos of people using a product, to uncover the human story that's hiding behind all those statistics.
But look, to be a really good data detective, you can't just have the right tools. You need the right mindset. These are the core principles, the kind of rules of the road, that guide any good qualitative investigation to find the truth.
First off, you've got to embrace subjectivity. I mean, unlike with pure numbers, you're dealing with human opinions, with feelings, and that's not noise to be filtered out. That is the data. Second, context is absolutely everything. Where and how someone said something is often just as important as what they said. And finally, you're on the hunt for patterns, not just single isolated facts. One person's comment is an anecdote. 10 people all saying the same thing? Now that is a clue.
Okay, so with the right mindset, our detective is ready to hit the streets and gather some evidence. You can't solve this kind of mystery just by sitting behind a desk staring at spreadsheets all day. You have to get out there and start collecting those qualitative clues.
And here are the classic methods. You can interview your witnesses. By that, I mean actually talk to your users, ask them open-ended questions. You can observe the scene, literally watch people use your app and see where they get stuck. Or you can review the documents, the case files, comb through all the support tickets, online reviews, and forum posts looking for those recurring themes.
And after talking to a few users, you might find a piece of evidence just like this one. Wow. I mean, this single quote is more revealing than 1,000 data points could ever be. All of a sudden, the mystery starts to make sense. The 5-star ratings? They were for the beautiful design. The uninstalls? They came from this feeling of being completely overwhelmed. This person felt like they were in a cockpit they had no idea how to fly.
So now you have your clues. You've got your interview notes, your observations, your case files. This is that moment in the movie where the detective pins everything up on a giant corkboard. It's time to find the pattern and crack this case wide open.
And the process can be broken down into 4 pretty clear steps. First, you just immerse yourself in the evidence. Read everything, watch everything. Second, you start tagging recurring themes. You highlight every time someone says confusing or overwhelmed or too many buttons. Third, you start to map out the connections between these different tags. And finally, you construct the narrative. You write out the actual story that all these clues are telling you.
And by following this process, our data detective has done it. They've solved the case. The app wasn't a total failure. It was just doing a terrible job of onboarding its users. The design was getting praised, but the functionality was just too confusing. And that's the story the numbers alone could never, ever tell.
So the most crucial point here is this. Think of it like a sports game, okay? The final score, that's the quantitative data. It tells you who won. But it doesn't tell you about the incredible comeback in the second half, or the controversial call from the ref, or the star player's injury. To really understand the game, you need the story. You need the qualitative.
And that really leaves us with a final thought. In your work, in your life, You are surrounded by numbers and stats all the time. So the next time you see a number that just doesn't quite add up, don't just accept it. Ask yourself, what's the real story here? What unanswered why is just waiting for its detective?